really have a passion to really make it everything we told everybody that it would be. And so we're committed to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a perfect day here at River Landings in LaBelle, Florida. Rick, how you doing today, sir?
Andrew, always good to see you, my friend.
Always an honor, especially on a 72-degree day like today. And I heard there's a major announcement here at River Landings. You guys are going to make a huge expansion, but what's going on here, sir?
Sure. So we've been working on it for a little bit, and we're now at a point that we can start to publicize it. We are actually expanding to the west. We're taking our product, moving over there. We're going to add additional storage facilities, similar to what we have up here. We're going to do a premium Motorcoach service center. We're adding a 4,000 square foot restaurant with a sky bar that'll be open to the public. An additional 31 lots that'll run all the way down to the riverfront, and we're permitting a boat ramp.
Yes, sir. You've definitely been pushing the Motorcoach, luxury Motorcoach resort industry to the next level. And a lot of the viewers have been following. It's been about 4 years since the first video we did out here. So appreciate all of your support over the years. I want to talk to you a little bit about current pricing, lot sales, and some of the improvements and expansions. Do you think you could show us around the resort a little bit?
Love nothing more than to do that, buddy.
Sounds good. Rick, there's a lot of really nice coaches on site here. And then I saw a pickleball tournament going on. What's all going on this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend is actually the first pickleball tournament we're doing. Featherlight Coaches is here, and we've had a wonderful time with them. And we had a lot of people come in for us. You know, a lot of good people like to come up here and check us out.
Now, originally in the development, how many lots were you intending on having?
Originally, we were going to do 70. As we got into it, through the permitting side, and once we started focusing on the client, we actually reduced that down to 64, so that these lots are bigger. They're on an average of 60 feet wide, which the industry is usually 50 by 80. We're 60 by 130. So we want you to feel like you have space and you're not crowded on top of everyone. We're on our last phase. We've hit our milestone. We've sold 34 lots, got 30 left to go. We had a great end of December going into January, nearly 5 million in sales. The storage component has been off the charts, man. And so we're very blessed. We're just getting ready to release our last bit of lots that start from up here about mid-lake all the way down. I did that because I didn't want a building going over there, a building going here, one in the back. The way the resort lays out, I wanted to complete that north end, and so that's nearly done now.
Okay, so no more construction happening.
That north end is completed.
Yes.
Maybe we got one or two things, but other than that, the biggest bulk of it's completed.
Yeah, it's been exciting to see this all come together, but on the other side of this wall, I heard a rumor that you acquired a lot more property to expand River Landings?
We did. We acquired all this property here that runs from 80 all the way down to the river. And we're going to be doing our major expansion on this side that we hope we can be permitted in early May and start turning dirt. And so our storage facility will come on over this way. The 4,000 square foot restaurant Sky Bar will be up on State Road 80 there. And then we'll have about 31 additional lots. In this side here, when we bring the storage facility over, because we have so many customers in the Southwest Florida area, we're actually going to be doing a wash bay so that when the guys need to get their coaches detailed, they're not doing it on the lot. We can throw them right in the bay, and they got a secure, safe area.
Yeah, keeping down on noise from pressure washers and having detail guys running around the park.
Exactly,
Yes,
because they get out there early in the morning, man, and pressure washers are going. So doing that detail facility, and then next to that, it's actually going to be a premium coach service facility, which will be kind of new to have it on site.
Yes, sir. And I remember the first time when we were standing about 100 yards from here, when you were telling me all of your plans for the clubhouse. None of that was built yet. So I kind of feel a little deja vu here. A lot of times I would question people when they say they're going to make something happen, but I don't question you for a second.
You know, I always tell people, when you drive things by your heart and not your checkbook, it kind of makes a difference. And Leslie and I really have a passion to see this thing come to fruition and to really make it everything we told everybody that it would be. And so we're committed to that.
It definitely shows the way you've pushed the luxury motor coach resort industry, but do you think we could maybe take a little golf cart ride around this new property and kind of check it out?
Let's do.
And there's
I get excited every time I do it.
And there's some old mansions kind of on these proproperties, so we'll kind of take a look
got some good
around.
Stories back
yeah,
there.
Yeah, a couple stories, yes sir. You know what the history of this property is, or what's all going on?
I do. The first part of the property here was owned by a family. They, lived in it, raised their kids in it here, and it was a cow pasture more than anything for several years. We had the opportunity to purchase it, and I did it. I'm a firm believer, I guess is what I should say. If you're not ahead, you're behind, and you can't wait necessarily for the economy to really turn around, because then you're too late. If you're passionate and you work hard, we're pulling the trigger at a time when a lot of people are sitting tight, and I feel that when this turns around, we'll be ready for it rather than starting when it turns around.
I think there's no shortage of people moving to Florida from other parts of the country, but this is kind of cool. So it's kind of that old Florida style mansion here, the old gates here.
We were going to try and use the house, but it really was built almost like a bomb shelter, and so it's really difficult in today's world to try to modify it to something that's going to be, commercial used.
Yeah, this is a beautiful, very tranquil property. Now this wall over here that borders River Landings currently, is that wall, that looks like an expensive wall. Is that going to stay up, or
it is? Plans? Yeah, the plan is for it to stay up. We are going to be cutting in roads, so if you are in River Landings, you'll be able to come over to here, but we're going to leave that wall up. We're going to landscape it like we did on the other side of it, and then our 31 lots that'll be on this side will all be facing west.
Oh, very cool.
And there'll be a lake right here in the middle where we're speaking, and then we'll have the storage facility up there.
How long do you think until we start to see all of this area turn into a motor coach resort, timeline-wise?
That's always a tough one. We're ready as soon as we can get the agencies permitting us on board, and we're pushing as hard as we can. Ideally, for us, we'd love to be turning dirt in April or May. I think we're going to be pushed back a little bit just to where we're at. We're pushing hard and fast to get this thing underway so that we have a lot of the heavy work done by this time next year.
Now this is something a little different, historic waterfront mansion here. And if these walls could talk, probably some stories, huh?
There are some good stories, I'm sure, that would come out of that place.
So what's the story on this property, and how did you end up acquiring this?
The family that we were working with finally got in a position where we could buy it. We've had it leased for about 6 years now, and we're ready to push forward.
The best part about this is waterfront property, ladies and gentlemen, along the Caloosahatchee River. Are you going to continue having waterfront RV lots here?
We are. These are going to be some really premium lots here on the water, because you'll be out close to the edge. And when you take a look at that view right there, that kind of pushed me over the top to work on this. We'll be expanding. We'll have a boat ramp at some point, where we've been permitting it now for 2 years. Really make this exclusive up here.
There's different waterfront RV sites out there, but to have it on the Caloosahatchee, where you've got 100-foot boats going between the Atlantic and the Gulf here, this is a really special piece of water here.
It really is. Like you said, going from the Atlantic Ocean or the Gulf of Mexico. We had one of our owners here leave, run out to the Gulf, go down to the Keys, run to the Bahamas, came back through Stewart, had a wonderful time. And we actually have one of our owners here that has a house in Key West, and he goes by boat. It's just about as quick, go by boat or go by car.
Probably a little more enjoyable on the water as well.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
This is just an incredible, priceless piece of dirt here. Do you know how many more waterfront lots you're going to be building here?
5.
5 total. So
5 total across this front.
Now, I bet people are going to be lined up to purchase these waterfront sites. Do you have a waiting list going for that, or how does that process work?
As soon as we get a little closer into permitting and we know what our timelines are, then we're going to release these riverfront and this whole side. However, River Landings owners are going to get first option to look at these. Our riverfront over there, we just have the one available, but that's all spoken for over there.
Yeah, and those have resold well over $1 million. What's the record sale you've had so far?
$1,525,000 has been our record sale, and we're averaging with a nice coach house between the $850,000 to the $1.6 million range, depending on the lot and the amenities, and that's been about where we're pretty consistent at.
I'm really excited to see this all get developed. This will be a really nice opportunity for some folks to enjoy this incredible place.
Yeah, I really think this is a game changer, being able to expand over, bring a few more people in, but still keeping our eye on the small elite business model, if you will. You know, we're always going to be under 100 lots. So, you know, that's very important to us to keep the quality and keep the like-minded people together, because that's really what makes the resort. I can bring enough to the table, but it's the people that take it from there. And we have such a good energy of people over there. You know, a lot of people talk to us like we're a club, more so than a resort, because we're all just, we're just all intermixed together, and that's what really makes it. And the people that come in, the new buyers that we have, just mold right into it because they're all like-minded people.
Yeah, definitely a lifestyle here. When we walked into the clubhouse earlier, I saw, you know, you had like motorcycle rides every month. You have different activities planned. What's some of the activities that you regularly do here?
We have a night out on the town. We have private driver, and we have what we call a night on the town, where it actually takes you downtown Fort Myers, which is only 20 minutes away. You get dropped off, you have dinner, walk around, and the van picks you up and brings you back. So you don't have to worry about drinking and driving. We also go down to Naples. The girls have shopping days down there, and they go down to Naples. Third Friday of each month, we do a motorcycle ride out of here. And then we have Dine Local. So we take you, drop you off locally, and bring you back. So those are a lot of the activities that we're really pushing for now.
Now, one of my favorite activities when I'm down here at River Landings is I just like to sit out here. Now, if you don't have a waterfront site, you do have access to the River Landings Island, but just sitting out here and watching these big, beautiful boats, it never gets old for me watching these beautiful boats come by here.
I think that's part of the beauty, is the boating out of here. You can get up to a 39-foot boat in our marina there, but the boating aspect, you can boat here, bring your bus here, bring your motorcycle.
Now, Rick, a lot of viewers are probably wondering right now, do you think we could get a tour of this historic mansion sometime?
We're going to need to, because it's got some great stories behind it.
That's going to be a separate video worth checking out. Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool.
Now, you do have the boat docks, a private island out here, and the new development coming in, but what is the current availability if someone wants the nicest lot that you have? What do you have right now?
Sure, if somebody's wanting to be on the waterfront right now, is this lot number 6 right here. Got a big parcel of land goes with it, has a deeded boat slip, and that's one of the last riverfront that we have. And of course, all of the models that we have for sale are on our website at riverlandings.com. We have a lot of models that we're trying to absorb this particular year. We started them last year, but with the hurricane, we got delayed, so they got wrapped up over the summer. When people look on the website and say, oh man, there's a lot of stuff, it's only because they didn't get finished last year.
Well, now swinging kind of over this way, these look more like full-on backyards like you would see at a home. These have to be the biggest lots in the resort by far.
They are, absolutely. These are some of the bigger lots, you know, with the little creek. They have a river view, but not riverfront. Lots 4 and 5 are here. These are private. You don't get a whole lot of foot traffic going out to the island, so it really makes these 2 units very, very nice.
Well, and then, of course, an owner could make upgrades or do whatever they want.
Well, you've got the land here. The opportunities are endless.
A lot of the viewers want me to ask the hard questions. How much money does someone need to become the next owner of that lot 6 that's on the water with the pool, the coach house?
Finished out that one without furniture, and it's at $1,650,000.
1.65, and it's available immediately?
Available immediately. We've had consistent sales across that riverfront at 1.525. And so that's a good value because you have such a large lot. You have a boat slip that's yours. You walk right out onto your boat.
Yeah, they're not making more waterfront dirt in Florida. So a lot of value. Now, these 2 lots that have the larger yard, I think this would be a great spot for some dog owners out there. How much money do you need for these 2 models?
I would encourage everyone to visit the website and go to, you'll see real easy, we have it broken down to new models, and then we have some resales that are on there. And all the information you need is on there, videos of the units, talks a little bit about them, and that's really a good spot to go to. You can see the whole house.
Now, these are, top of the line motor coach lot, some of the nicest available in the world. But is there anything a little more of your entry level at this resort?
We built 4 entry-level models, and we've already sold 2 of those. So we only have 2 entry-level models, and a lot of our resales that we have already been bought. But we do have a couple resales that I want to be specific on, one being lot 45.
So now this lot is available now, lot 45?
This one is available now. People, again, can go to the website. The reason this one's available is the owners for the next couple years want to travel abroad. So they're kind of stepping back from the busing side of things, and they're going to take a couple years off. They're going to go travel the world. So this is a really nice unit, comes furnished, turnkey, ready to go.
And pricing is on the website as well?
Pricing is on the website as well. We put all of our prices out there on the website so people know exactly where you stand. Me personally, I never like to go somewhere and look at something and not know, is it 200, 500, 5 million? So putting the pricing out there, so if I get a call from someone, they already know where they're at.
The coach cover on this lot is ready to go. They just need to put the canvas on?
Well, what we've done is we've redesigned the coach cover. And when I talk about that, we've actually now made them motorized. So they'll come out just like your awning. We have had a prototype up down here that we've been working with the manufacturer on. So you'll push a button, that thing will come out like an awning. You push another button and it takes it back.
Nice.
So that way we don't have to physically take them off anymore. So it's been taking us a while to really get that process figured out, and we got it. So we're done. They're going to start on these structures about a week from this Monday.
So always improving, always pushing it to the next level.
Yes.
And you are the only resort that I'm aware of in the country that every lot has a coach cover.
Yeah, it's required. And for a couple of reasons. Number one is our owners have a lot invested in those coaches. And it's not so much really the latter part of the year, let's say December, January, but like now, we're gonna start consistently heating up. And this protects those buses from the sun and keeps them about 10 degrees cooler. So we require here, not only for the protection of the bus, but also the roof line. It helps break up the roof line of the coach house. So when you look out here, you're not just seeing all these metal roofs around. It's been something that I've been very proud about. And it works, you know, your satellite works through it, and it really does what it needs to do.
You know, we have talked about every lot here at River Landings is waterfront. Just to give folks a quick sneak preview, this is lot 46, but you can see, you know, the style of tile work here, waterfront, all that tongue and groove ceiling.
We built 4 of these entry-level models, and we've already sold 2 of them. These are priced right. They're $792,000. We only have 2 left, and it gives you the opportunity to go ahead, and if you want a pool, you can add a pool. If you don't, you're all set. If you want an outdoor kitchen, you can, but it gives you, the buyer, a lot of flexibility in order to do something and customize it where it's something that, you know, you can make personal to you.
And I've got to ask, one of the questions a lot of folks are asking are, what are your current HOA rates?
Sure. Our current HOA is $12.88 a quarter. That includes water, sewer, trash pickup, and basic lawn maintenance.
A little over $420 a month.
Yeah, a little over that. We are now kind of streamlining our process. So when the owner leaves, one of the things that we're doing is we actually have a team that comes in while they're gone. We inspect air conditioners. We inspect, you know, the models. We get them serviced on a regular basis by the same team that comes in. So we keep everything moving for the owners while they're gone, really kind of cater to them. And where they lock up, they don't have to worry about a thing. And that takes a lot of pressure off of them.
Yes, and you also mentioned just about, you know, making this a resort style experience. You talked about bringing the detailing over to the new facility. But as far as construction, do you allow construction in season, or is that put off? How does that work?
You know, Les and I travel around the country, and it's really tough in some resorts when they have a lot of construction going on at their prime time. And I get it, there's short window. In Florida, we have that luxury where we can build all summer long down here. So what we do is we try to start any new construction in April with the intent of having it done, you know, before the end of October early November, so that we don't have a lot of construction going on when the owners are here. I experienced that once, and I ain't going through it again.
Something to be said about not having construction equipment and saws running.
And again, it kind of goes back to the idea of the detailers with the pressure washers running. You know, they get out here, so the way the resort is set up. So moving that dynamic over there into a building will just change the atmosphere here as well.
Yeah, definitely a very tranquil environment, and you've got to protect that. I respect that.
Absolutely, you do. I mean, the last thing I want is the owners to be here and hear a bunch of noise and, you know, oh man, they got that thing going again. You know,
it's all about the owners.
It's all about the owners.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Especially at this level. I don't think they give you any slack around here.
They hold me to the rope, man, and I love it. You know, I couldn't be more blessed, and when I say that, truly blessed to have such great people in the resort. I mean, like I was telling you earlier, the owners, you know, I can create it, but it's them that's taking it to the next level. And it warms my heart. You know, last night they were in the clubhouse and we were doing some fun stuff, and I look around and I see them all together. They're like one big family, you know, and it's incredible. And like the new people that are coming in, they're attracted to that. You know, we try to be drama-free, if you will, here. We promote that. And like I tell everybody, there's no reason to get upset. I'm always here. Not one thing that we can't overcome together. But if we don't know about it, but we sit down and talk about it.
Yes, sir. It's all about having that laid-back Tommy Bahama lifestyle here.
It is. We want you to relax and chill when you're here, man. That's what it's about. If you need something, we're a phone call away.
Rick, we found your better half here.
Yeah.
And then it looks like quite the piece of art behind us here.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, you know, Leslie retired. She's now able to travel with me and helps me out here at the resort. So very blessed to have her with me more now this time of the year. As we travel, you know, this summer, it's always good to have her with me. And then we've got Dean's little masterpiece back there that he's been working on for a while, which I'm sure a lot of people know about.
And I have to, you know, commend you because you two are out there living. I follow your social media. You're going to the Prevost shows. You're going to the rallies. You're out actually motorhoming, going to different resorts all over the country, learning, and then bringing that back here, and it shows.
We live the lifestyle, you know, and I think that's what helps us with the resort is we actually go and we feel it, we live it, we understand it. And Les and I do approximately 12 events a year, believe it or not. We got Featherlight Coaches here this weekend doing a pickleball tournament. We've got Liberty Coach coming. We're gonna do some motorcycle rides with them. Millennium Coach is coming down for St. Patty's Day. We've got our end of season rally. And then Les and I will be going to the Prevost Proud Rally. We're gonna be going out west. We're gonna be shooting across Canada this year, heading to the Prevost 100 in Quebec City. So we're gonna traverse from Calgary all the way across to Quebec and making interesting stops along the way.
Yeah, that'll be really exciting. We look forward to traveling your journeys, and definitely worth checking out River Landing's social media because you'll be posting some of that there as well.
We will. Yeah, we'll be posting a lot on there. And really, we've just emulsified ourselves in this lifestyle with the bus and the whole side of things.
Yes, so really excited to see it all coming together. Now I have to ask you, we saw some of the lots for sale, but if someone wants to rent a lot here at River Landings, are those available?
We do. We have rentals available pretty much from the mid side of the lake down. So if anybody wants to come in and rent and hang out, especially for our event weekends, which are always a lot of fun. This has been a great time. We'd love to have them come and visit with us to see what we're all about.
And any ballpark on pricing for rentals in the 2024 season?
If I had to say, we're probably going to be in the 130 mark a day scenario, depending on exactly where you're at. But you know, some with coach cover, some without coach cover, and those prices vary just a little bit. But we're in that ballpark.
And folks can book that on your website?
They can. They can book on the website, or they can call the office and get a hold of Dina, and she can do that as well. We really like that customer service feel. It's always been a big thing. When you call, we like to answer that phone. Not always does it happen, but we try.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It seems like more and more businesses out there, you can't get anyone on the phone. You can do it either way here. I appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if someone's a serious and qualified buyer and they want to purchase one of the Motorcoach lots here, who can they get a hold of?
Yeah, you can get a hold of me here at the office. I'm usually here. Now, we will start to travel. You know, we have the Prevost Stuff Show coming up. We have the Millennium Coach Rally coming up. We got Daytona coming up. But we have full staff here. So if you just call the office, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get me. But I have staff staff that backs me up when I'm not here. If you're interested in looking at some of these lots on our website, just get a hold of us. You'll be able to see the videos of each lot that we have available for sale, each coach house that we have available for sale. So don't hesitate to reach out to us if you don't see what you need.
Rick and Leslie, really appreciate you taking the time to show us around this beautiful resort.
We always appreciate you being here, Andrew. It's always a great time, and appreciate all that you do for everyone, and you represent us well.
I appreciate all the viewers that make it possible, because without all of you, it couldn't be possible. We really appreciate all of you and hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.